Ahoy, mateys! Prepare to be transported back to the golden age of piracy as we delve into the gruesome reality of life on the high seas. From the most feared pirate of them all, Blackbeard, to the infamous scourge of the Caribbean, Calico Jack. These stories of blood, betrayal, and buried treasure will have you feeling like you've just survived a mutiny. But don't worry, there's no danger of keel hauling or walking the plank here. Sit back and let's dive right in. Number 9. The brutal truth about walking the plank. When you think of pirate punishments, you might picture a sailor being forced to walk the plank, an insanely narrow board placed over the side of the ship at a jaunty angle that sways dangerously with the waves. It was supposedly a test of nerve and balance, and failure meant a swift and painful death by drowning. But hold on a minute. Historian Angus Constam points out that this version of the plank is likely a Hollywood invention. In reality, the plank was a simple and effective means of execution. The condemned were made to lie down on it face first, and then the plank was dropped into the sea. Sorry, what was that? Oh, you want more gruesome details? Well, the executioner would then cut the ropes securing the plank, allowing the weight of the victim's head to pull their body off the plank and into the water. Once in the sea, they would either drown or get eaten by sharks. No balancing required. So, while we may never see a pirate walk the plank in real life, we can still shiver our timbers at the thought of what it would be like to face such a terrifying fate. Number 8. Keel hauling. If you were a pirate during the golden age of piracy, one of your worst nightmares was probably keel hauling. This punishment involved tying the miscreant to a rope and then securing the other end of the rope to the ship's keel. The ship would then sail forward, dragging the pirate along with it. And if that doesn't sound terrible enough, the pirate would be submerged underwater for several minutes at a time. So not only would they be at risk of drowning, but they'd also be subject to the immense pressure and cold of the deep sea. Talk about a shiver me timbers moment. Number 7. Marooning. Marooning was another dreaded punishment that pirates could face. If a pirate was marooned, they would be left on a deserted island with little or no supplies. They might be left there to die of starvation or exposure, or they might be given a small amount of food and water with the expectation that it would eventually run out. Pirates who were marooned were often given a choice: stay on the island or eat a bullet. But it wasn't always a clear-cut decision. Sometimes the island offered little more than sand, scrubby brush, and a few scrappy goats. In those cases, staying on the island was basically a death sentence. Even if the marooned pirate managed to survive the ordeal, they would likely be changed forever by the experience. Many would develop a deep-seated fear of the ocean and never set foot on a ship again. Others would become obsessed with the idea of escape and spend their lives trying to break free from any situation that felt even remotely like imprisonment. Number 6. A pirate's life for me. It's hard to imagine a life more brutal and unforgiving than that of a pirate, which is why it's all the more surprising that some people actually chose to live as pirates rather than face the alternative. Being captured by the authorities meant a whole host of unpleasant possibilities, from imprisonment and torture to execution. It's no wonder then that many people took to the seas as pirates, where at least they had the chance to make their own rules and carve out their own destiny. Of course, there were risks. Lootings and plunderings were dangerous occupations, and a pirate's life was often cut short by the noose or a sword. But for many people, the alternative was simply too grim to contemplate. They would rather die on their feet than live on their knees. Which punishment would you choose? Walking the plank, keel hauling, or marooning? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to stay tuned for more videos like this one.